What is up, Boston Silver fans, and welcome to our Week 9 PGL battle against Puppasy 11 and the New York Klinks. We faced them a couple of weeks ago. We managed to come out on top. It was a really close game, though. It was like a 1-0, so it's going to be a really, really tough battle. Hoping we can pull through. If we can pull through today, our playoff chances look really, really good. Yeah, so we really need to win this game. If we don't, kind of a letdown, but you know what? We played the best that we could this season, and we'll just roll with it, and it's no big deal. We had fun throughout the entire way, so let's jump into this. Oh, man. Okay. This one. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and figure out what he brought. I'm really nervous. Whew. Okay, so he... scary team. Scary team is scary. He went ahead, he brought the Metagross, and the Clefable. Okay, let me go ahead and make some changes here. He brought Clefable, probably the Unaware. Yeah, we'll go with that. And he also brought the Metagross instead of the Tangela. I only put Tangela in there for Bant. So we're going to do a Metagross. Let me just go ahead, change this all up really quick. We'll say all attackers. So it's gonna be a really tough battle, guys. Obviously, I'm thinking I'm gonna lead Charizard, Mega Evolve, and go for a Solar Beam. He might switch into the Infernape from there, which could be an issue, but I would like to Mega Evolve as soon as possible this game. So, I'm going to go for it. Having the Sun Up with a Infernape could actually be a bad thing by the end of things, but whatever. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You know what? Whatever happens this game, I'm happy. Sorry that last week there was no match. By the way, guys, Week 8's match didn't go up. I unfortunately got some really bad news right before my battle. It was family news, and I didn't want to not battle, so I ended up having the battle, but shoot, that is not the best lead for us, guys. That is not the best lead for us. It's not terrible either, but it's not the best. We are breaking a sash, at the very least. But anyways, I got some bad family news. It's nothing too serious, but it just put me in this mindset where I couldn't even commentate. So it was really bad. I couldn't upload that kind of video. I still had the battle, though, because I didn't want to, you know, mess up my opponent's stuff he had going on. So, yeah, anyways, we lost 4-0, so we're kind of in a bad spot right now, but we are still at the top of the division. If we can win this game, our playoff hopes look really strong, so we're going to see. He does decide to withdraw and go into his Garchomp, interesting enough. Goes into the Garchomp, who is going to take a fair amount from this, probably like 60%, 50 to 60. So here comes the Drought. We connect the Fire Blast. Now my question is this thing going to be Scarfed? No burn, unfortunately. Judging by the amount that did, let's check. This thing could very much be Scarfed. Our best switch in is going to be our Suicune. So we can throw off an Ice Beam. But I could stay in and go for a Dragon Pulse. Kind of take an early risk. Kind of need this for the Metagross. Although Gengar takes care of the Metagross pretty well. I'm going to take the risk and go for Dragon Pulse. Maybe I'll set up Rocks. We outspeed, so he's not the Scarf. Should pick up an early kill on the Garchomp, which is amazing. Potentially no Stealth Rocks this game. Clefable I still think can learn Stealth Rocks, so we do have to fear that. I'm going to go ahead and delete Garchomp off the roster there. So there goes Garchomp. That way I can keep track of who's dead and who's not. I've noticed in a lot of games I end up forgetting who's still alive by the end, so deleting them as we go will definitely be a key strategy. I can see him bringing in Infernape, Although Infernape still takes a lot from Fire Blast. But I can see Infernape because Overheat also does a lot, especially in the sun. Let's see what else he could bring in. He brings in the Metal Upa, as he calls it. I think that's from Stein's Gate. Okay. So... might be hoping that we missed a Fire Blast. As long as we connect, we kill. Oh, he outspeeds, though. He does outspeed. So... oh, he doesn't outspeed. Okay, Fire Blast connects. That is going to be enough to take down the Metagross. This is going completely differently. That's not GG or anything, but... already taken out 2 Mons first couple plays, which is pretty darn good. If I could say so myself. If I do say so myself. There's only like a couple more turns of Sun left, I think. I don't think Drought is constant when you have a Mega or anything like that, like when it's the ability. I think it's just on switching. So I think we probably have like maybe 1 more turn of Sun. We got to keep that in mind. This is extremely nerve-wracking, guys. I am so nervous. Okay, calm down, Drew. Calm down. So the nice thing is the only thing that kills us right now is his laundry machine if it specs with a Thunderbolt. He's going to go into 2 Spoons. This thing is... my guess is this thing's probably sashed. Trying to figure out what I could do here. I could... preserve Igneel. He does quite a bit of damage to everything on his team. He resists Clefable, which is really good. So I could go into Donphan. I'm just afraid that he's going to end up setting up. You know what I mean? It's a tough call, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go for the Fire Blast. Hopefully we don't miss. He's going to use Psychic. He outspeeds. Will it kill? It does not kill. I didn't think it would. He, that's brutal. That is brutal, guys. I mean, it was obvious he was going to outspeed. I don't know why I was surprised about that, but still. It's kind of brutal. Best play... let's see how much a Psychic from a Alakazam does. Okay, so he's rocking Psychic. Ooh, wrong Pokemon. He's rocking the Psychic. Psychic. Let's see how much that does to Donphan. 43, still does a pretty decent amount. Umbreon could come in here. He has Focus Blast. We're looking like we're in pretty decent trouble. I'm going to go into Umbreon here. If he goes for a Psychic, we're looking a little bit better. If he doesn't, we're not looking too good. So he does go for Psychic. That's great. Now he is going to go ahead this turn and probably switch out to his Infernape, which Payback's not doing very much to. However, let's see if we get to +1. Can we live? Can we live? We can live 1 close combat at +1. Do I think he has Dazzling Gleam for coverage? Do I think he's specs into this move? Not sure. I think his Psychic didn't really do specs damage. I mean, I think he's Focus Sashed. If he goes into his Infernape, we don't really have anything taking that too well. Sun is now faded. I'm gonna go for the Curse. He's going to withdraw, so he was choiced into that for sure. He's going to go into his Infernape. No, he's going to go into... okay. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Okay. Now, what goes up against this thing the best? I'd say Conkeldurr goes up against this thing pretty darn good. Okay, let me really quickly do some calcs here. Okay, so if Conkeldurr is at +1 attack, +1 defense. So I'm afraid that he's going to trick us and put a scarf on us is my biggest fear. Then we are doing quite a bit of damage. Mach Punch. This is really tough, guys. I don't know if I should get greedy and go for one more or not. If I do and he choice scarfs us with a trick, we are in trouble. Do I think that that's what this is going to be, though? I kind of don't. I'm going to go for one more curse. We're going to see what happens. He goes for the Volt Switch. Okay. That actually could be a good thing. That actually could be a very good thing. Let's check out Monty. Sorry, I keep touching my face. I'm just really... It's what I do when I think too hard. So now we're at +2 attack, +2 defense. Okay. We are living a close combat, I think. How much damage do we have done to us? Let's check our health in a second here. Yeah, we're living a close combat, which is great. All I want to do now is check who is better to switch in with those stats. Who is going to take this close combat the best? We're taking that close combat just fine as Conkeldurr. An Overheat doesn't look too good for us, but a Mach Punch pretty much kills this thing. And then let's check out Donphan too, just to check everybody. Donphan can go to +2, and he is living most hits fairly well. However, he's not living quite as well as Conkeldurr on certain things. So I'm going to go ahead and Baton Pass into Conkeldurr. He's going to go for that close combat. That's right, we don't outspeed, so we're good. I don't know why I was thinking we had to switch into a thing there. So let's go ahead and Baton Pass into our Conkeldurr. Dirty Dan, come on in. Show us what you're working with. Alright, so here comes Dirty Dan. Let's go ahead and delete those stats off of Donphan now. Okay, Donphan. Let's check out... Okay, so Conkeldurr, he is +2, and a Mach Punch nearly takes it out. I think Drain Punch is the best play for the first turn. I can't see yet. Alright, Drain Punch is probably the best first turn move. See what he comes in with. Or if he stays in. If he stays in, this thing's dead. Unless he gets a crit on us. I'm super nervous still, guys. He can't... Well, he could switch into Alakazam. He could switch into Alakazam, because if he does... and he is sashed, we're in trouble. Because he survives a hit, his Psychic pops, and kills us. Unless we can just live on it. Although he hard switched, so... Okay, this is going to be the Clefable. So Clefable should take a pretty decent amount of damage from this. Not as much as I really wanted. But... after an Ice Punch... After an Ice Punch, he might go down. So I'm going to go ahead, go for the Ice Punch. Maybe should have went for the knockoff to knock off leftovers, but you know what? What can you do? What can you do? Okay, so what could a Clefable do to us? I mean, he could Moonblast, which does a fair amount of damage. I really hope he doesn't survive this Ice Punch. That is the hope. We got to get a high roll on this Ice Punch or crit or freeze to really secure this game right now. This thing is scary. He's going to go for the soft boil. Did not expect that one. Now I'm really, really looking for that Ice Punch freeze. For sure. For sure. Bam. Probably wouldn't hurt the knockoff his leftovers. Although, I mean, the Ice Punch is just too real. We got to go with the Ice Punch. I mean, he's going to be stuck soft boiling. We can get a crit. He's stuck soft boiling. We can get a freeze. We have so many things that could happen for us. So we're going to keep going for Ice Punch for a little bit here. If we can just get him low enough, a Mach Punch could take him out if he's around 20%. So we're going to try and whittle him to around there and then go for the Mach Punch. Knockoff, like I said, would be really good. It's not going to do much damage. He does decide just to go for the Moonblast, though. Kind of wish I had gone for Drain Punch, but not too much we can do about that right now. We're going to hit that Ice Punch. That should take him out. Okay. He's dead. Wish I had gone for the Drain Punch, but it's an oversight. I thought he was going to soft boil. Couldn't really predict that one. Okay. I have a crazy story. My dog last night jumped through our second floor window. She's completely fine, by the way. No injuries whatsoever. Brought her to the vet and everything. Had her checked out. She's completely fine. I have no idea. Well, I do know why she did it. She's afraid of the dishwasher, so she jumped out because of that. Now, this thing is definitely whatchamacallit there, sashed. So, and if it's not, it's pretty interesting. Don't really have... I mean, I could go into Umbreon again, expecting a Psychic move, but if he has any other move, like Moonblast or something, I don't know why he would, but if he does, then Monty's not really going to live that. And we've just given up our really good Conkeldurr. Could go for a Mach Punch and just do as much damage as possible with about 80%. Maybe he does some weird thing and he goes for some move that he shouldn't have. But then Gengar can come in if he's not Choice Scarfed and outspeed, because Gengar's Choice Scarfed. Hit that Shadow Ball. Sludge. I'm trying to figure out who can take care of Infernape after that. Not too many people, so gotta be really careful here, but I'm gonna go for that Mach Punch. I'm gonna stay in and go for the Mach Punch. Just get as much damage off as possible. Break the Sash if that's what it is. He goes for the Psychic. So that's going to be a dead Dirty Dan. We can bring in Monty here because I think he might be Specs now. Before, I was kind of iffy. I think he might be some sort of Specs or Scarf just to make sure that he outspeeds the... just to make sure he outspeeds the Gengar. He might be Scarfed. I think he's Scarfed. So... he could still come back here. This Alakazam is very scary. I think we've got to go into... let's see. I mean, Donphan comes in. He goes for... I don't have Earthquake this time around, just letting you know. Which is not good. Not good at all. Donphan comes in, goes for a Play Rough, kills it, or he switches out, which would be pretty bad. Monty could come in if he is Scarfed like I think he is, go for a Payback, which isn't going to do too much to many of his Mons. He could go into Suicune this turn and set up a Calm Mind, but probably not the best play either. I think I'm going to switch into Monty here. I think he's Scarfed. I think that we might be able to set up a Wish this turn. He has focus. There's no way he's faking. He's bluffing the Scarf. There's no way he's bluffing. He's gonna have to switch out here. I don't remember how low his Infernape was, which is kind of an issue. I could pull a double switch if I really think he's Scarfed. I could pull a double switch into Charizard, which would be pretty good. Could pull that double switch. Could even double switch into our Suicune. Just a little nervous here, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead I think I'm gonna double switch. Like, we could double switch into Charizard, and it could be really, really good for us. Unless he's bluffing. Like, if he's bluffing, that's great for him. He's done a good job. Actually, if he is bluffing and we set up the Sun for him, that's really bad for us. So, looking at that, I'm gonna actually switch to Donphan. Donphan, or running out of time here, guys. Switch. We're switching to Donphan. Oh, he didn't switch out. So he wasn't Scarf. He was not Scarf, guys. Dang. Dang, dude. He wasn't even Scarfed. So now he's got us kind of on the ropes. And go for a Play Rough. Even a Seed Bomb takes him out. So if he decides to switch into his Gurren Lagann there, Seed Bomb's going to do the maximum amount of damage. If he switches into his Infernape, which I don't think he'll do, we're not really doing much damage. But I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb. He's going to withdraw, hopefully going into the Gurren Lagann. He does. Or Lagann, whatever. It's at full health, which is really scary. I did not expect the full health there. It does about half, although he is leftovers. So we've got an item on him now. Definitely specially defensive. Or might not be specially defensive. He might be specially offensive. So let's check. I think that's a specially offensive set. Let's see. So we know he's not Scarfed anymore on his Alakazam. That's really good. It means we outspeed with Gengar. So we can just go ahead, go for the Seed Bomb. If we live, we live. If we die, we die. So there's the Hydro Pump. It does connect. Unfortunately, it's a crit, and it does take us out. We did have a chance of living that, depending on his investment. Kind of a bummer on that one. Let's check out what we can do now, though. We can bring in Charizard safely, which is good. We can bring in Gengar, which, as long as Infernape is low, is the win. Let me double check that. No, not quite. So I think Charizard's the play to make here. Although Charizard doesn't outspeed Alakazam. But it gets rid of his one more switch either way, so you know what? We'll bring in Igneel. We'll fire off a Solar Beam. Even a Fire Blast might be enough to secure this kill. Let's double check. Fire Blast is not, so we're going to have to go for the Solar Beam. Or we can Roost. We could Roost. I'm going to go for the Solar Beam. Because, like I said, even if Charizard goes down, it's not the worst case. Who else did we lose? We lost 2 Mons? We lost Donphan, I know that, so I'm going to delete Donphan off our roster. Who else did we lose? He is going to go into Rafiki, who was at full health. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I forgot he was at full health. So who outspeeds here? If he's Scarfed, he outspeeds. He kills. Interesting. Very interesting. I think we need to let Igneel go down here. I mean, best move. Dragon Pulse should still kill, but kind of a roll. Only reason I say that is because Fire Blast could miss. But I'm going to go for the Fire Blast. He is going to outspeed and go for Thunder Punch, so he's Scarfed. He's Scarfed into Thunder Punch. As my headphones fall out here. Let's chickadee check this. I'm not positive that he's Scarfed, but he probably is. I think, yeah, he has to be Scarfed. Let's check how much a Thunder Punch does. Thunder Punch! He is Scarfed. Keep that in mind. So, a Thunder Punch... Wait, what? Oh, oops. Okay. So a Thunder Punch is going... I know he's probably mad that I'm taking so much time. Let's do Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is going to do 40% to our Suicune. I think Gengar just comes in here and outspeeds and wins. I'm just going to double check just so I don't make any foolish mistakes on what Rafiki's... whatchamacallit here is speed stat is. So what is Infernape's speed stat? I think it's 108. Just want to double check it is. So we do outspeed no matter what, as long as it's the correct Gengar. Gengar comes in. Gengar can go for Shadow Ball, which should kill everything left. What's better accuracy, just to make sure. Let's go to Gengar. Gengar has... Okay, 100% accuracy with Shadow Ball, and Sludge Wave is 100% accuracy. So, Sludge Wave might be the better play, just because Gurren Lagann takes more damage from it than the Shadow Ball. We could get the special D-drop, though. Not sure it really matters, but we'll go for the Sludge Wave. He's going to withdraw into Lagann, who hopefully will die to this. He does live. He does, unfortunately, live that. Okay, we're going to go for another one. Sludge Wave connects. Should kill Lagann. Thank goodness. Seriously. Jeezums. So, either way, whatever comes in, I think, goes down to Gengar. Alakazam was proven not to be Scarfed because he went for Focus Blast after going for Psychic, I believe. So he shouldn't be able to outspeed. And same with Infernape. So I think that's a GG. I mean, you never know. I could have misread Spoons. He could have had a Scarf and I just derped. I do that a lot, so I don't know why he... Okay. Didn't misplay. We're good. We're good. So that takes out 2 spoons. All we got to do left is take out the Infernate. The sun's gone, which is great. Whew, this has been a crazy battle, guys. I'm so freaking nervous still, and the game's this close to being over. As long as there's not something cheeky, this should be the game. And, I mean, as long as nothing crazy happens here, we should be good. This will bring us to 5-5, and that was my goal for the season, guys. So I'm really happy to say, if we win this game, I've reached my goal, and I am extremely happy. If we, for some reason, don't make it to playoffs, which securing this victory pretty much secures our spot in play. Not exactly, but we have a much better chance of making the playoffs. We might even secure it. I need to double check. My entire goal this season was to go 5-5, at least go even, and we have accomplished that goal. So I am actually, we're 5-4, aren't we? I'm gonna double check. Let me send a GG to Papa C really quick. GG. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick while I sort of babble on. I can't believe the way that match went out. 3-0 victory in our favor is pretty darn good. Especially since last time it was a 1-0 against him, so it's crazy that we improved, I guess, this game, which is cool. Cool to see for sure. Let me go ahead and check what we are at. We are at 4-4 right now, so right now we are 5-4. Even if we lose next... Yeah. He's wondering if it was a Scarf Gengar. Even if we lose next game, I've met my goal. I'm happy. Doesn't matter if we make playoffs or not. So... that's all, guys. I'm extremely happy with this season. I hope you guys are too. If you did enjoy this battle, please go ahead, shield bash that like button down below. Appreciate all the support, guys. Can't wait to see you in the next battle, the final regular season battle. And if we make playoffs, we have a couple more, but tons of fun either way. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Until then, stay frosty. Peace out.